So in the last 2 months, I have had 2 people come to me and tell me that they won money on the Powerball. And then I had clients emailing me about receiving checks in the mail and all sorts of stuff. And I was just like, okay, this is it. This is good. This is what's happening. So many amazing things are happening to people. You should be one of those people. Hey beautiful ones, Dr. Fran here, back with another video. So as you guys can see, I'm not in my normal studio, I'm not in my normal quarters, but I had to jump on because I have some things I have to share with you, right? But before I do that, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for sharing the videos. The channel is growing. I am so very thankful to each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I had to jump on. I'm still a little high from our event that we had here in California. It was so amazing. I mean, like, not after not having any events for 2 years, you're like, wow, I forget how much I miss doing it and how much I miss hugging people and seeing people face to face. Like, whoa, right? But I want to talk to you guys about something. I have been getting so many emails and testimonies from my clients about things that are happening in their lives because of the shift of energy. This energetic frequency that has shifted into the world, which is really a lot of mind shift, consciousness, awakenings, and awarenesses that are happening, right? Now, I kind of said a mouthful right there, right? Energetic shifts, conscious awareness, mindset shifts, etc. I said a lot, but I'm going to break this down for you. So in the last 2 months, I have had 2 people come to me and tell me that they won money on the Powerball. One person actually sent me a video of her having her money counted out from the retailer. It was $500, and I'll put that video in here somewhere. Another person sent me an email, and then I had clients emailing me about receiving checks in the mail and all sorts of stuff. And I was just like, okay, this is it. This is good. This is what's happening. So as I started to check in with my heavenly staff and ask about this movement of more money being circulated into the world, like, let me say this. Let me say this first of all. There is so much money in the world, right? And manifestation and mindset shift is not all about money, right? It's about being happy and living a life that you choose to live for yourself. Now, if that means more money, great. If that means more of whatever it is that you want and you are attracting it and you're seeing it come into your life, then that's fabulous, right? Like, that's what we're put here for, to strive, not struggle. But what I noticed was a common denominator with each one of my clients was the ability to think on a higher conscious level. Each of them have said, you know, I applied the things that you said. I have taken all of your courses, and I finally think it clicked that I could truly have what I'm asking for. So they've done the work around increasing the mindset, changing the thought pattern around lack and limitation to abundance and a flow of abundance, right? Now, I'm not telling anybody to go play the lottery, right? But as my client said, I put on the money oil, Dr. Fran, and I had this inspired action to go buy a scratcher. Never buy a scratcher. I've never bought a scratcher before. Bought the scratcher and won. That's what inspired action is all about. If you are feeling led to write a book, start a podcast, open a business. Those things are spirit telling you, your angels, your ancestors, your guides are giving you instruction on how to move through your life. That's the energetic frequency and the shift that's happening. You are unlocking your mind to actually hear and pay attention to what Spirit is telling you to do. And it's so amazing to watch because we are already consciously connected. Like, we are so connected that if we understood it, life would be forever changed. And I get that it takes some time to get it. Okay, nobody probably gets that more than me. It took me a long time to understand that I was co-creating my life with the source of all sources. Like, whoa. It's kind of mind-blowing, especially depending on what your mind is conditioned to. If you're conditioned to, you can't have it, you've got to struggle, it's not for you, and that's not yours to have, then it's going to be a little bit challenging. I'm going to say challenging, not hard. It's going to be a little bit challenging to get your mindset aligned with, I can have this. And it is mine for the asking. And I can be in a flow of divine abundance. We create our lives. Every thought that we think is creating our lives. We are spiritually connected to God. We are spiritually connected to the master of the universe, right? The same divine power that was seen in people we admire, the same power to create, we have it within us. Our problem is that we forget that we have that power. We forget because we get conditioned to living in a way that is not productive. Now, I believe that once we realize who we are, the doors of life begin to open. I remember when I first got my out-of-town millionaire client who told me not only would she fly me to her, she would pay for my hotel and she would pay for all of my accommodations if I came and taught her sales staff. If I came and did a mastermind for a week with her sales staff. Now, I had been intending to have clients all over the world my entire career, from the moment I started, right? But when she contacted me, do you know that I just could not believe it? I couldn't believe it. Why would I not believe it? I've been asking for it the whole time, right? And so what happened was I got on the carousel of the mind, right? Well, why would she call me? She lives in this beautiful place. I'm sure other people teach this. Why does she want me to teach it? Blah, 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 blah. All those things, right, that we start to think that keep us stuck, I was thinking those. Every single thing. Everything that I could think of not to do it was coming through. And you know what happened? I took too long to respond. And she said, you know what? Maybe it would be better if we got someone closer. And you must just be too busy. I gave my blessing back by not trusting in the power that I had to create the blessing. Do you understand what I'm saying to y'all? Because I was so busy trying to figure out the whys, the whens, and the where, the blessing was just taken back from me and given to somebody else. Why would I do that? Because I did not believe that I had the power to create that kind of opportunity. That's why I did it. That moment changed my whole life. I made a promise to God that if you put me in position to teach what I've learned, what I know works, if you put me in position to show other people, I will do it and I will never second guess it again. Now I gotta tell you, because you know your girl's gonna be honest, right? It took a minute for those opportunities to come back around. It took a minute for me to have big opportunities like that again. But I'm gonna tell you something. I walked through every door I consciously opened with conscious intentions. So I have some questions for you, some homework. Number one, what is your intention for your life? If you could choose anything in this world, if you could do anything with your precious life, what would you do? That's the first one. The second question is, what are you passionate about? What makes you light up? What makes you happy? And the third question is, now this is a loaded one, are y'all ready? Do you believe you can have the things that you're asking for? Do you believe in this amazing power of co-creation? Or are you just playing around with it because everybody's talking about it? I have seen my clients in the last 2 months have some amazing off-the-hook blessings. Not only winning money or getting checks in the mail, I've seen my clients win things. I had a client who is in my sacred circle win big money in the Powerball. But I also had a client in my sacred circle who had a conversation with Oprah herself, created it, manifested it, listened, did the work. You know, I don't pat myself on the back a lot, y'all. But when it comes to God, I'm the biggest advocate of believing and having faith of His move through me. And I'm telling you this, that the things that Spirit are telling me to teach and that are showing me and that I am teaching to my clients and even to you guys, it's working. I'm seeing houses, businesses, collaborations, moves across the country. There is an energetic shift right now in the universe that says, if you believe in me, it's like God has been saying it forever, right? Like this is not new, but now people are getting it. They're finally hearing it. Because if you were like me, you're tired of seeing other people winning while you sitting on the sidelines like, why not me, God? When is it going to be my turn? The minute you open your mind and believe, that's when it's your turn. There is so much life in this world. So many amazing things are happening to people. You should be one of those people. I just had a client who is 76 years old get married. She'd been a widow for 20 years. and she's married. God is moving, y'all. He's constantly moving. God is moving. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do, and what are you gonna create with your precious life? You have a choice. You can get on this energetic train and ride it, or you can stay still. Whatever you prefer. But I want you to know that there's no time like the present to get moving. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.